Hello Aries, and welcome to Osirian Rivers, where we define mysticism through runestones and oracle readings to bring you a message. This message is for December 2019 for Aries Sun, Moon, and Rising. For all you go-getters we have up there, I'm just shuffling. The deck that I'll be using today is the Chakra Oracle Wisdom. And this is by Tori Hartman. We're going to pull some runestones for you as well. So we have Harvest, Opening. Oh, I love this one. This is the Blank runestone. This was added, actually, I believe in the 1980s. Now, you can't really tell, but these are all made from clay, and this blank runestone has a piece from all of my other runestone set, this being the Elder runestones. There's 24 other pieces in this runestone, which is the Unknown. It's Odin's rune. It's basically like, oh man, I have no idea what I'm doing, but it feels right and I'm going with my gut. And it ultimately means that you're on the right path, because this is the last rune. So you're starting a completely new cycle. They added it basically saying the ancient magics and the ancient traditions and the ancient languages could never have seen where we would be today in this technological age. And felt like we need something for that. We need something for the great wholeness that we have, like the sort of a blending of all sorts of different people who are coming together. And you know, runestones can be used in different ways, and this is the most ambiguous of all. It's saying unknowable. If I was doing a private reading for someone and they asked a specific question, I would say you need to rephrase that, because the universe doesn't want you to know. I mean, you can kind of have guidelines for what your destiny is, what your destination is, but if the whole purpose is the journey, that would rob you of all of the beauty of the hiccups and bumps and all of the things that will come across your path, your destined path, if you know everything. Now, this runestone that we have here is defined to be Harvest, and I got so excited for the Unknown rune. I'm going to start over here because we read runes from right to left. This is the rune of Opening. This means open yourself up to all the possibilities. That you got these blinders on, you're working, you're getting the job done, you think you know it. Honestly, we're humans. We all make terrifically illogical decisions on a daily basis, based on anger, based on our wants. And what these do is they reflect the need. So if you look instead at the need and open yourself up to the possibilities of the ways that it can be met, you will harvest it. This is the rune of harvesting. So basically all of the stuff that you have going on in your life that's ripe, that's ready, use it, harvest it, take it, get rid of it, honestly. Like, use what you have for what it's meant for and move on with your life. Don't go replanting the same old thing. In farming, this is one of the terrible things about our farming industry, the same crop gets replanted. So what you have to do is you have to aerate the soil, you have to fertilize it, you have to pump it up with all these chemicals, because the earth is not meant to grow the same thing over and over. It's saying harvest what you planted, harvest whatever it was that you threw out there, tie up all your little loose ends. Now that you're open to new possibilities, show us you're open to new possibilities, and go forward in the way that only Aries can go forward, which is a surety and a self-possession unlike any other sign. Right now, I'm saying Aries, go out and rage. Burn the brightest. Do what makes Aries Aries. You know, I give you full license to be a hothead. everybody's kind of losing their minds this week, and the energy has been really low. It's kind of hitting a lull. We're gearing up for the beginning of the eclipse cycles on December 25th that's coming. And people need to make some serious decisions, and it is wearing me out. And I could definitely use some of that Aries energy. Thank goodness I'm a channeler and I have it as my rising, because wow, I don't know that I would even be able to receive the messages and put out these videos for you. We need the Aries in our life to get up and start taking action. So we're just going to pull a few cards for Aries December 2019. Love these cards. They're so simple, straightforward. The messages, each card is a little story, and they come up to make beautiful stories. Wow, I'm just gonna all those, huh? I'll take that one. Ooh. This one feels good. This one feels good. 2019. What is in store for Aries? Joy. Okay, first card up, we've got joy. Oh, I'm so glad to see that passion card. A little hard to see it followed by the grief card, but it's all good. It's all good, Aries. You take the good with the bad, and it all turns out to be good. Now, this card in the middle is impartiality. We can let our emotional state cloud our decisions. So just like I said, go with what feels right. We're going into the unknown. We're opening ourselves up to all sorts of impossibilities, honestly. Some of the stuff really could just be beyond us, but we don't see that yet. Right now, what we see is there's work to be done. And this card urges us to, yes, take what feels right, but remember that it's not what is right for everybody else. You see this wall behind this person with two different colors of paint. Well, the side of the wall that this person is on, maybe that's their favorite color, okay? Well, guess what? They're going to paint it this color, because the person who is on the other side of that wall likes that color. And that is an honor to them. And then they're going to go turn around and give that person who's on the other side of the wall, hey, you know what? This is my favorite colored paint. Do we have a mutual agreement? Can we respect each other enough? So that remembering the boundaries we put in place between each other, because walls are about community. It's not just about division and separation. It's about, hey, this is my sacred space that I'm carving out for myself, and I'm going to keep it here. And once we have healthy boundaries, we will find joy. And this is the kind of joy that surprises you, such as, you know, a flower is going to bloom, right? But you don't know what day it's going to bloom. You don't know what hour it's going to bloom. If you sit by the garden every single day and you see these bright, big flowers open up that you've been waiting, you've been watching the buds, and it's a joyful moment. It doesn't stay forever, though. And it's important to stay in the moment so that when those little joys happen, you can get up and dance with it and be in the full moment, so that when the bud withers and dies, you're not left with, oh, that's so sad, I want it back. You just can remember the happy times. You can go plant your new seeds. This is kind of what this person is saying. Make sure when you're planting the new seeds that you're not just doing more of the same. This wizard guy, looks like he just stepped into a great big New Yorker party, pops in and is like, hey everybody, are you all generous, or are you just talking a big talk and about how great you are but don't ever want to give anything to other people. And they're like, man, I don't know who this guy is. Where this guy came off the street? He's crazy looking. You see it all in New York, right? And we don't know what they're talking about. The party ends, they're all leaving, and the streets start to flood. And it's filling and filling and filling, and they're like, oh my goodness, we're gonna drown. Until one of them has this great idea, let's just play with it. Let's just use what we have in the moment and be here right now with each other. They start playing in the water, the rain stops, goes down the gutters, everybody's totally fine, and they're able to find that little moment of joy, and they're able to use what they have around them for fun for everybody. Because it's not just contained to their little party, it's infectious when we show up as our authentic self and we make it light and easy, and we bring our energy and we bring our passion to other people. We bring them happiness. There's still gonna be moments of grief though. You can see probably this person's just coming out of a moment of grief. And right here, they're sad. Their little puppy died. That's not fair, you know, when little babies and little puppies, and that's life. And it sucks, and it's hard. And I know a lot of you are going through a really hard time right now. So you're like, okay, I'm supposed to live in the moment. How am I going to get over this injustice that happened to me? Okay, you want me to open up to something new? Well, what about this thing that has already taken place? How am I going to close the door on this? Because every single time that you close a door, another one opens, and people are sitting there saying, well, why wouldn't you want to close the door on grief? Well, you have to deal with it properly. You can't just like shove it under the rug. It doesn't go away like that. You have to actually embrace it and understand that these two cards are linked. Because you have to honor the feelings that you're having. Honor the feelings that you're having, honoring that they're fleeting, and honoring the feelings that other people have around you. So you can move together to a space where you have relationships, where you have community with other people that is a party, that is a great time, where you see crazy stuff and you go do fun things and you live with your passion and you own it and be that authentic self. Because it all starts with Aries. I was thinking, oh, everyone's going to be like, yeah, Aries always gets to go first. Hell yeah, they get to go first because they're Aries. I love you guys. If you like this video, please hit like, share, subscribe so you can get my next video. Comment below anything that you liked, anything that you want to see. And of course, you can always email me to book a private reading, get a question answered at osirianrivers@gmail.com.